Hello, this is Scott Carey with Sugars International, and I just wanted to share with you a short video today discussing station numbering in Sugars models. Right now we're looking at a slightly modified version of the 6-effect multiple effect evaporator example that comes with Sugars. And as most of you know, when you add a new station to a Sugars model, the first thing you have to do is give it a station number. Station numbers tell Sugars what order in which to compute the model balance, and they also identify the station. And you notice it comes up with a default station number in the box here, but you can override that if you want. And then as soon as you click OK, the station is added to the diagram with its station number. I'm going to delete this one because we don't need it in this model. So what determines that default value? Well, that comes from your user preferences. There's several preferences related to station numbering. If you add a new station, this is the increment in addition to the highest station number in your model currently that the default value will go to. So in this case, it'll go to 10 more than the current highest value. And if you're renumbering stations, you can set that up to be something different if you like. And then if you're adding a station grouping, those stations within a group typically do not end up with new stations being added between them. So in most cases, you'll keep that to a smaller station number increment. You can always override the station number when it's added, and you can set these up to be as many as you want. The main reason for an increment greater than 1, of course, is because as you build a model, you may decide you need to add stations in between, and you may want to utilize station numbers in between the existing stations. Well, why would you do that? What does the station number matter? Well, typically in Sugars models, you want to number stations in order of process flow. So here we have thin juice coming into the evaporator preheater section, and you'll notice that the evaporator preheaters are numbered in order of the station or of the juice flow: 510, 520, 530, 540. And then as the juice enters the evaporators, the station numbers continue going up incrementally. And the stations in between the evaporators are numbered in between those evaporator station numbers, so that as the process flow moves forward, the calculation moves forward with it. This is the normal way to number stations in a Sugars model, and it's typically the most efficient way for calculations to occur. However, there is an exception to this rule. And that is when you have required flows being back calculated from stations. This example includes the required steam flow from the evaporator train being back calculated from a receiver station, a distributor station, and then through a steam turbine generator station. And you can tell that they're required flows due to the little R on the stream. That's the indicator for required. And you'll notice that in this model, these stations are actually numbered higher than any of the evaporator stations. The evaporator train goes up to station 700, and we actually number these steam supply stations at 750, then going back 760, 770. And the reason for that is because Sugars has to back calculate the steam flow in each of these stations, so we actually want the calculation order to occur from downstream backwards toward upstream. This is especially important whenever you have recycle flows so that the model can initialize properly when it starts to calculate iterations. Anyway, that's all we have. Just wanted to make a quick tip video today. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being a Sugars user.